Hello and welcome back to my channel, friends. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ, back with another Deal It Up challenge. So last week I started a new little difference to our challenge with making a card, a playing card, and I had such fun with that I want to do that again today. So we're going to make another one in our series of cards, but I do have yet another little sort of switcheroony. So if you're not interested in making cards, stay with me. So I've already prepared my base for my next card. This one's from a cat food box. You can use whatever you like. You could use paper or card if you're making a playing card like I am. And you can make it any size you want. So the key, if you want to make a set of them, is that they're the same size. So I am going by 4 3/16 of an inch by, 4 3/16 of an inch by 5 3/16 of an inch. Why that? Because that's what I was constrained to with this bit of card that I used for this one, which was from a different box. This box, I could have gone slightly bigger, but I want to stay the same. So I've prepped my base ahead of time. Right, I'll just put last week's card away. And let's get to pulling the cards for this week. So if you haven't joined us before, stay tuned and you'll soon pick up what it's all about. So I'm going to pull from each of these stacks of cards, and then you'll find out what we're going to be making this week. Now I'm going to be making a card. That is one of my prompts. You can make a card or you could do something different, and we'll get to that shortly. So let's pull our first prompt, just giving them a little bit of a shuffle. Let's go this one. Something purple. Cool. Like a little colour prompt. And I'm just putting the cards to the top of my desk. Right, these two stacks are made up of two different card types. So I know which ones are the older prompts and which are the newer prompts that I added for last week. So these two I will shuffle and then I will pull blind so that I'm not favouring one way or the other. Right, just fanning them out, and let's go that one. Paint. Okay, we're using paint today. And our third prompt, let's give them a wee shuffle. Let's take this one, boho. Okay, purple boho paint. We have not yet pulled one of our new prompts, which I think is quite interesting. We will get there, I am sure. Okay, so that's our three main prompts, if you like, for today. Now, if you're going to make a card, I'm going to pull a card from this and it will determine what card we're making. So this is a complete set. I have removed the Ace of Hearts, which is the first one that we did. So if you want to play along and you missed out on doing the Ace of Hearts, you can go ahead and do that anytime. Or you could make two today. So these cards, they're actually from my husband's workplace for his work. That's where he works. And I found they're actually not very shuffle friendly. So I kind of gave them a pre-shuffle, very interesting shuffle, labor intensive. So I'm just giving them a quick shuffle there. And let's just go that one. So my card today is going to be the Two of Clubs. Okay. Now, if you don't want to make a card, then I'm going to pull another card and that will dictate what you might make instead. Okay, so you can make a card or you could make whatever this is going to be. Or if you really feel inspired or keen, you can do both. You could make two items for the Deal It Up challenge. It's totally up to you. One, either or both. So just a wee shuffle there, and let's go that one. And so it is a rectangle style pocket. So you can make the playing card, you could make the rectangle pocket, or you could do both as two separate projects with these same 3 prompts up here. I hope that's clear. Let me know if you're at all confused or want some clarification. But I think it should be all good. So my base here, so this will be the front of my card. It will also be where the writing happens. So maybe we go ahead and do that first. So I'm just trying to think what stamps I used. I wouldn't necessarily have to use the same stamps, but I'm thinking, why not? Yeah, pretty sure I used that set for the number. So let's grab, this is a very, very old set. So I'm just going to grab the number 2 out. Very old set that I've hardly used. See, these 2's actually still stuck to the rest of the stamps. Hasn't even been separated. There we go. So number 2, and clubs is a black suit, so I'm going to use black ink. Actually, first with this first one, I stenciled on the back just to take away from the plainness. I mean, it's a really nice coloured card, cardstock. It's not plain white, but I think I will want to do that again, and I think I'll just like mix up the stencils and the colours. We do have purple here, so maybe I might use a purple ink. This is a wee Versacolor lavender. Find my sponge if I can. There we go, that one. And find a stencil that we might want to use. Grab out my folder here. Let's go paisley. That kind of goes with the boho, I think. A little bit of paisley. Now, the back of your card does not have to meet the prompts, but I'm feeling like I may as well just run with that. Card here, put our stencil over top, and let's just ink it up, and then I'll do the stamping. Almost forgot a step. Quite a pale ink this, so hopefully it shows up well enough. So how are you all going, my friends? Did you have a fabulous weekend? I hope it was a fabulous weekend. I had a fairly laid back weekend. Spent a lot of time crafting, making some Christmas things, presents, and Secret Santa gifts for a church function next weekend. So that kept me busy, and yeah, we just had a really low-key weekend, very relaxing. I think you know, by the time it gets to the weekend, just got a bit of something on there. We just need some time to rest and recuperate, because hubby works very, very hard, and I do too. Actually, I work long days. I don't stop from the minute I get up to the moment I go to sleep. I don't stop working, and because crafting is my work and I love my work, so I just do it all the time. And Friday was a public holiday, so we actually had a long weekend, which was super lovely. Now I hope this is actually showing. Oh yeah, it is. Good. It didn't kind of look like it was doing much, but just keep trusting the process. So the highlight, well, not the highlight, it's kind of a low light really, of the weekend was our cats and their hunting prowess. Hadn't had any catches for quite a while. I can't remember when the last one was, but there were multiple ones over this long weekend. It started with Snuggles, who brought in a little wax eye. Super cute little bird, really small bird, very cute and quite prolific around our property. And she brought one in, and hubby managed to catch it and let it go. It was still alive, and it flew, but it didn't fly very far, and it landed in the grass, and we were like, has it, you know, been damaged? It's not going to make it, or it's in shock. Anyway, we, you know, carried on. And then she brought the same bird in later that afternoon. So obviously it wasn't, you know, wasn't going to recover. Either had internal damage or the shock was going to kill it. And we didn't want it to die a slow, painful death or be tormented to death by our sweet Snuggles. So hubby dealt with it, which is the kindest thing to do. So please, if you're an animal lover, we are animal lovers too. In this instance, it is the kindest thing to do, is to, you know, spare it any further suffering. And that was fine. And then later on, Georgie brings a mouse in. Yeah, a mouse. So managed to get him outside with it, and that was fine. That was the end of, I think that was all Friday. And then Saturday, Georgie brings in a bird. This time, well, I thought it was a starling, but it was actually a blackbird, a fledgling. And he wouldn't give it up, so managed to get him, hubby got him outside with it. Right, there we go. So less stenciled than the other one, but that's all fine, just a bit of interest. Got him outside with it, and we could hear adult birds squawking, and that's how we knew it was a blackbird, because it was blackbirds that were chasing Georgie around the property, because he had this bird, their baby. It's quite sad. And yeah, he was being chased. In the morning he was chased by the mum, and then in the afternoon he was being hounded and chased by the dad. And I assume that he ended up dispatching the blackbird. We don't know. He never brought it inside again. Eventually the squawking stopped, but he was so naughty. And every now and then you'd hear the baby squawk, so it was still alive, and he'd stash it in various places around and go away from it. I don't have a wet wipe to hand, so let's just grab a tissue just to clean up that ink. Yeah, so that was some of our weekend, was the adventures of the cats. You know, they're quite cruel, aren't they, when it comes to their catch, but it is nature. Okay, so we're doing 2 of clubs. I need the clubs, so I'm going to grab out my stamp set here, which last week I very bravely cut out the heart away from the set of 4. So today I'm going to cut off the club so that we can use them individually. Alright. So yes, I don't like it when they torment animals, but you know, that's what they do. Unfortunately, we haven't had many catches for quite a while. It's been all peaceful and lovely. And the only reason I can think of is that it's resurged, is that it's spring, and the cats are attracted by the more bird life, because it's warmer and they're out more, and they're babies. You know, there's babies happening, baby birds, baby mice. Right, I think this last time I stamped below the number, this time I might stamp beside, just to stamp hasn't been used, so it's just resisting the ink a little bit. Here we go. Cool. So that's the number side of the card. It's also going to be the writing side where we can write. So these are essentially our journal cards, but done like a playing card, or you could actually turn them into prompt cards and add prompts to them if you choose. Okay, I think that ink should be basically dry. So got my 2 of clubs sorted. Now boho paint something purple. Right. Just see this. It's got a faint hint of purple. Very faint. It's mostly pink. Somewhere here. I do believe I have one of my printables of a flower that's purple. I'm wondering whether it will be purple enough. I need to see it again first. It's pink, that one. It's pink. These are all out of order. It's more pink. Thought I had that one. It's actually looking more pinky too. Actually, this part's purple. Have I got anything else that would fit the bill? There's that. Just me playing around with some effects. Okay. So I think this isn't really purple enough, so we'll pop that back in my scrap bag. I want to just pop that on and then build up from that. Or would I like this more vintagey sort of look? Decisions always hard to do for me. I do like that. That would have gone with last week's prompt of a hand. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, so let's go with that one. Now I've got to try and just want to trim it down so I get it where I want it on the card. Just feeling the edge of the card approximately. Okay, let's take off the bottom. Creating lots of scraps here. Yep, I think that's good. So I'm going to use my 2 glue method. I'm going to use glue stick in the middle. Give it a good smush around. Like so. And then I can kind of line this up where I'd like it, approximately. Oops, down a bit. About there should be good. Give that a smooth. And then I'm going to go in with my tacky glue. Hopefully I grabbed the right bottle. Nope, that's the one that needs unclogging. So let's pop that over there. Grab this one. And then come in with my tacky glue and just do those edges. Sorry, you might not be able to see. So I haven't had a chance to play with my camera angle or my lighting yet for the new setup since my last video. So I will have a play with that when I have a spare moment. I could have done it over the weekend, but I was busy making Christmas presents, and I'm very conscious that we're rapidly approaching Christmas, so I needed to get those done to avoid stress later on. And Secret Santa for my in-laws church is next Saturday, so I'm making our contribution for that for both me and my husband. So I've made one, I've still got one to make, so I've still got that to do. A lot of fun. Right, now I'm just going to trim it out. So I'm not sure how I'm going to boho this up yet. I'm kind of wanting to keep them fairly flat. So I'm not sure if I want to add like trim or lace or anything. But I also don't know whether I can sustain that over all 52 cards, because I might get like, oh, but I really want to, or I might get a prompt that requires dimension like lace or something. So probably I shouldn't worry too much about that aspect. Right, another scrap there. Oops, upside down. Right. Okay, that's looking good. Gonna give it some ink, because I'm an inker. It was very musical, wasn't it? Don't know where that came from. So we also watched, over the weekend, we watched Downton Abbey, A New Era. We had seen it before, but we watched it again last night. And it's quite a long movie, so it was past our bedtime by the time we got to bed, but we just couldn't stop watching. Normally we would just stop watching and pick up the next day, but not last night. We just finished it because it's a good movie. If you've never watched Downton Abbey, beautiful series, and the movies that go with the series are just as good. If you like English, if you like period and family drama, family what am I trying to say, lineage, all that sort of stuff, it's so good. And the costuming is amazing, the location is amazing, it's beautiful. So it was really nice to watch that again. Right, so we need paint. I've got my white paint. What else do I have? I'm just going to have a quick little squiz. I thought I had more paint around me that I had found, but I can't see it. I do have this glitter paint. It's probably not the right color though. It's yellow, and this is not saying yellow to me. I also have this glitter so-called paint, but I don't really consider it paint. It's like glitter in a clear gel, very runny gel too. That could be boho. The color I think would work better than the yellow. But I can't see any other paint apart from the white that lives on my desk. So white it is then. Let's not fight it. Let's not overthink it. Let's just go with paint. Now, often I dry brush, and I'm trying to think, can I do anything different? I could do something different, but I'm not feeling something different. I've also got Posca pens that I could use. And I do have a purple one. So maybe we might want to bring out some Posca. Just give this white a shake. And I think I do want to dryish brush the white. I do like the look and the effect. And since I'm scratching for other options of colour, let's just go with it. So I don't want like heavy. Let's just give it a sort of a distressed look. And I think I would like to put some other purple kind of element on. Not just leave it at this background. I'm just giving it quite a scratchy sort of painty look. Very patchy. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm just busy playing. It's good when you have fun, isn't it? Fun with your crafting, with your art. I just feel like I need a little bit more over here. It's kind of like seeing through a frosty window or a steamed up window or something. It's kind of what it's reminding me of. I don't know if you can see that sort of effect. Might have to re-ink that edge just to where I've gone white. Right, that's my paint. Okay. Unless I add Posca. Oops, I just went and got my fingers all painty. Picking off the dry paint from around the bottle. That was not a great idea at this point in time, considering I don't have a wet wipe to hand. I could grab one, but it's like, let's just have painty fingers. Right. Okay, now because I've gone dry brushing with that, it should basically be dry. It should dry very quickly, and it's a warm day here, so that's going to help it dry quickly as well. So I'm just going to re-ink that edge where I painted over it. Oh, look at sponge crumbs off a new sponge, although I guess it's not that new anymore. Been using it for probably a week or so. Okay, I'm still thinking about the boho. Shall I just use this and call it boho? While I have a think about that, I do need something purple. I could go butterfly, like not that container. Let's try this container. Because that's definitely purple. Or we could go smaller one. Got a third one. I've got two of that size. Oh, I quite like that. What's this one? Is this one another big one? Yep, that's another big one. I think I want the smaller ones. So these butterflies are off Patreon, off February and June. Just love these butterflies. They're so cool. Again, I apologise for my squeaky chair. Ooh. I could... Here's a thought, I could add the glitter glue to the butterflies. No, I'm not going to do that. I was considering it, but I don't think I want to. I think I want it in the background. I'm just going to ink up these antennae and around the butterflies where I can see I've left some white from cutting them out. Let's just make them all cohesive. I need a little bit more ink. So let me know what you got up to at the weekend. If you had a fun killing of critters free weekend. That's so sad to say, isn't it? Hope you got up to something that was fun. And if it wasn't fun, that it was at least peaceful and enjoyable and relaxing. Right, here we go. That's that. So I'm going to go with this in the background. Whether that's going to be my sole boho feature, I don't know yet. So I'm being careful with this because it's so runny. I usually end up with big globs of it. Way more than what I want if I just squeeze it out because it's so runny. Just very subtle. Just rubbing it on with my finger. So I don't know if you can see the sparkle or not from the glitter. I cannot tell at all in camera. Is it showing up at all? I don't know. I don't know if I can get the light on it properly. But believe me, it has got some sparkle and shine. So it's got a little bit of boho sort of feel. Right. Glue stick or I think I'll go glue stick. I think. Give it a go. I'm just thinking maybe I should let that dry, but you know, I'm a bit impatient today. So I'm gonna risk it. Oops. Curly little butterfly. One there. What are your plans for the week? Have you got anything coming up? I have a workshop coming up that I'm teaching. And I spent a good deal of time last night during the night lying awake thinking, what are we going to do for a cover? Because we need something that's fairly quick, because I've got to basically make a whole journal in an hour and a half with them, but something that's also fun and effective and, you know, sturdy enough. So I haven't come up with an idea yet. I've got some things that we could do, but it's like, is that good enough? And I'm probably way overthinking the whole thing. But it's on Thursday night, so I haven't got very much time to get it all put together. So yes, that's what kept me awake last night. So we've got purple butterflies, we've got some purple flowers in the background, we've got some paint smushed around, we have some glitter paint, which is also paint. Well, they call it paint. I disagree. I don't really think it's paint. We've got a little bit of a shine there from the glitter, which could nod towards the boho. Really feeling like that's not enough boho though. So I'm thinking, what else can I add? So only thing I'm coming up with is something like lace or a trim or something. So let's see. Oh, this is so cute. I forgot I'd bought this. Where did I buy this? Oh, on holiday. That's right. I saw it in a wee sewing shop and I just thought it was so super cute. I had to buy it. and I've forgotten about him. It's a little sew-on patch. Have I got purple tulle? No, I don't have purple tulle. Lace. Just trying to find a... We could do just like a corner. Or we could put a little bit of lace under a word or something, or a label. Maybe. So cute. I think it's adorable. Only cost like $1 or $2. I can't even remember. I'm trying to think whether I want a label or a word. So there's some purplish ones here. These are from 9 of Crones on Etsy. Columbia Polish Records. It's kind of purplish. There's actually no meaning to what's going on here, but it doesn't matter, does it? I want to just do that. Maybe a shorter. Take a small snippet and make it smaller. Okay, I'm just going to run with that. You know, why not? Otherwise we'll be fiddling around for an hour here. And I'm sure none of us want that. I'm just going to kind of guesstimate where it's going. Out there. Oh, sticky, 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 which is a good thing. Glue's supposed to be sticky, isn't it? Just put some of this on the back as well, since it's going on top of lace. This is alcohol glue, which is what I like to use for fabric and things. Oh, I got that right on the edge. Never mind. Just, oops, stop my glue exploding out the top. Just add a little ink on the edge there. So we've got a tiny little hint of lace. Is that enough to call it boho? Oh, I kind of like that down there actually. It's got a little funky edge on it. Just want to trim that off. Is that silly to put another bit on? Yeah, possibly, but there's something about it I like. It's like, do I need something over top of it? Let's have another little look. I've got this blue, but no, that doesn't work. Random thought. Oh, what about this? This is definitely boho. If I can find the end, there's the end. It's a string of sequins that's been taken off some sort of costume, probably a tutu or something like that. And it's purple. Okay, we are not going flat. We are going dimensional here, people, because I really like that. Oops, it's one of those things though that unravels when you cut it, so just trying to get to a... Oh, that sequin's broken, so that's a good place to take it off. So it needs gluing really well to make sure that none of them kind of fall off. side up. That side goes down, and we need to go about there. Right, okay. And I think I want the lace dangling down. A little bit. Oops, I didn't put enough glue. Right, is there enough glue there to adhere this as well? Give it a good press, because I ended up putting on a lot of glue with that second. Oh, sequin. I was tempted to not take it any further, but I'm glad that I am. Oh, my fingers are sticking to it. Oh, come on, sequin. I thought I'd got rid of you. My fingers are so gluey. There, that's more boho. Like, we've got the glitter in the background, which all just supports. And now I'm looking at it, I think I want more of the glitter. Oops, splurge. So let's go and put a bit more on, because why not? It's boho. Boho can be quite over the top, can't it? It's a bit like Christmas. You have license to go for it. It should dry fairly quickly, again, because it's warm and it's a very thin layer that I'm giving it. Okay, now I've got all sorts of paint and glue on my fingers. That's a good crafting session, isn't it? Here we go. I think I'll wait till that's thoroughly dry, and then I might add some extra glue if it's not, but it seems to be okay holding on. So there we go, my friends. There is my response to the prompt. So I've made a Two of Clubs playing card in an oversized version. Used something purple. We have used some paint. We have used boho. And you can choose to do a playing card as well in whatever size that you would like if you want to do cards. And if you want to make them all different sizes, then feel free. If you want to make them all the same size, feel free. If you want to keep them to the regular size of a playing card, again, up to you. So you can make a playing card, or you could make a rectangle pocket if you don't want to make the cards. Your choice. So, giving you lots of choice. I hope you have fun with it. If you'd love to share what you made, I would love to see it. So you can post it on Instagram and use the hashtag #DealItUpChallenge, or you can come into Visual Vibes on Facebook, which is my Facebook group, and post a picture in there. Would love to see what you make, whether it's a playing card or a rectangle pocket. Have fun with it. Have a great evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I will be back tomorrow with Trash Craft Tuesday. Until then, take care. Bye for now.